Is that a street name for something really bad? Yeah.
Do you want to be on this side? You mentioned something about being on the other side last time.
I want you to choose the place where you're the most comfortable.
That would be in my office. So
I'll just move all of this to your office.
I'm fine with this if you
Maybe
are.
a nice wide shot between her desk and the couch.
Or just cut. Yeah, we'll go back to Zoom. There you go. And you just stay in here.
Joanna and I are going
Zoom
to
in.
do the podcast via Zoom today. Wow.
Why, you ask?
I'm so glad.
She's most comfortable. in
Yeah,
her
she's
office.
just, I said, wherever you're most comfortable. So she's doing it from her bed. And she's just calling in. Do you have your mug where you're not feeling very worky today? What's your mug
No,
today?
actually, this is
a good-
it came down to what was clean.
Fair enough.
This is an Alabama mug.
And then this, what's the shape made from? Is it like a pottery sort of
pottery
thing?
piece.
That is so that's hand wash only, I take it. You can't put that joker in the dishwasher.
Woo.
Have you been putting it in the dishwasher?
Many times.
We're
many,
there.
Many times.
So that's like one of the first, I didn't used to ever think about this, but now it's like if we're buying anything, dishes, cookware, whatever.
The cookware.
Cookware, if you will. Yeah, it has to be, you gotta be dishwasher safe. My wife bought some new clothes last week and she was disdained.
Dry clean?
Yes. No, hand wash only, even worse.
Oh.
She was just so, she just felt so much condemnation.
So this is what she needs to do.
Tell
Do you
her,
have
she
the
watches
little,
every week.
Lauren, do you have the little laundry bags? Do you have the little mesh laundry bags?
Oh, I think we do have one of
Okay,
those.
she just puts it in there, put it on the gentle, most delicate cycle on the washing
But the
machine.
bag is the key?
And then hang dry. Yes,
Hang dry.
it'll be fine.
Yes, we do a lot of hang drying.
Unless it's an incredibly expensive item, because I don't want to have to replace it if I lead you astray.
They're not
but-
insane. It wasn't insanely, that's why we bought it. We don't spend top dollar on clothes, but
Yeah.
but yes, the hand wash thing is real. But yeah, hang dry. I have to hang dry all my clothes because they're all just going to shrink, and I'm going to be wearing belly shirts, which
It's frowned upon.
You know,
So I actually had to put something in the manual, the personnel manual,
yes,
because of Kirkwood's belly shirts.
yeah, and yes, that was a difficult day for me. Actually, that one year when I was trying to grow my hair back out, it's almost 4 years ago now. I remember Jeff was so mad at my hair that he took it was like our all staff meeting, and he started it with like an intervention, just saying, do you remember this? He
I
made
don't.
Jamie do a bunch of like
Oh, no,
photoshops
yes,
of my
yes,
new
the
haircuts.
versions.
He's like, so Kirkwood, you just need to take care of that. And I was like, is this a bit? And I was like, I think he's actually serious. So
Oh my goodness! But you know
Anyway.
that's rooted in jealousy. I mean, I love Reverend Jeff McGuckin, but I mean, come on.
I love him too. Yeah, it is so interesting that both the members of our executive staff. Well, maybe that's why Barry's on the executive staff now. They wanted some hair, you know.
Probably so.
Maybe they moved Barry to
Probably
the exec level.
So, you want to know why I'm holding this?
Is that a hand
This
warmer?
is a hand warmer.
It looks like Swiss Miss though. Okay, no, I just misread
But
the label.
it's not. It says Hot
I
Ones.
thought it was all right. So you're using a hand warmer.
So I sent
live
out
on
an
camera right now.
emergency text last night to those that I work with
Emergency.
that I knew might actually care. That's why you weren't on it.
Harsh
and
but fair.
And said, I will buy coffee for the person that gets to the office before me, turns my heater on in my office,
Wow.
and closes the door
Wow.
to lock in that heat. And Josh Pike rose to the challenge and left me.
Wow. So you
A
owe
hand
him a
warmer.
cup of coffee.
I do.
I was going to do it, but he beat me.
Gladly.
Wow. Okay.
Gladly buy him a cup of coffee.
So you're set to go. How are you feeling right now? What's your temperature? How are you
Not
feeling?
bad.
Right?
I'm mystified, baffled, very confused as to
Yes.
why there's
Air conditioning.
chilly
just
air blowing on me
us,
right
yeah.
now. But
Very
I'll
difficult to
also
know
moment
why.
for me and the girls again.
Okay, I'll
Just
sit over
about
here.
every female that sees this outfit that I'm wearing today, I have it in 2 colors now, says something about, hey, that's so cute, and also it looks so warm.
Yes.
Both things are true.
Yes and yes.
It is like wearing a blanket, but like the perfect blanket, like the blanket you put on. You're like, I am the perfect temperature. I'm not hot. Doesn't make you sweaty. blah, blah, blah.
That's difficult. That's a difficult balance to strike.
If
There's no
you,
question about it.
maybe I'm a burgeoning influencer. If you want the link to this item, let me know and I will
You're
send it to you.
unquestionably burgeoning. Not sure in what way.
Did I use that word correctly?
Who knows?
I hope
Speaking of influencing, though, I thought I might follow up and give some more book recommendations
go.
today. What do you think?
I love it.
First, as always, is the Bible, God's Word. Can't live without it, literally.
I would have that on my recommendation list also.
Yes, excellent. That is
I'm gonna hand
for
this to
anyone.
our-
Invisible intern. Where is Andrew? So for anyone, actually, I'm going to need that. I'm actually going to use that.
Yeah.
For anyone,
Are you using that for the sermon recap?
I mean, occasionally.
Why?
For anyone who wonders, this is Pastor preaches for an NASB 95. This is an NASB 2020, and I will tell you why. It's because it was on sale. So that's an NASB 2020. But
quite the
Pastor
life hack
preaches
there.
from the Pastor preaches from
Are there
the
big
95.
differences?
The biggest difference is there's a lot of, I think they have some gender inclusive language. That's one of the biggest ones, and that's a whole thing. But most, it's still excellent translation. Yeah, we've talked about
Also
this. This is on my
recommend-
reading list. Dark Clouds, Deep Mercy for the beginning of the year. You read
So
this.
you're recommending a book you haven't read?
Well, they can just join along with me. Like, you guys can join with me in reading this in the new year. Dark Clouds, Deep Mercy by Mark Vroegop.
I really enjoyed it.
I think it'll be important. As someone who's gone through some mercifully short seasons of spiritual depression in the past, I'm looking forward to reading that. I'm going to reread this. I was just thinking about this today. Classic, Tony Hoekema, Created in God's Image. And this is one of those books that is a classic in part because this was written, was it the 70s that this was published? It might be the 80s. This was published 86. But just with all the difficulties that we've been having in secular culture, people denying the image of God, and this foretells a lot of that. I'm gonna skim back through. The chapter I'm most excited to read is towards the end. The chapter is just called The Whole Person. Which I think is referring to both the spirit and the physical, but also like wholeness in Christ. Really cool. And then finally, I have not even cracked this all the way open yet, but
It's impressive
a
looking,
dear
though.
friend gave me this Wilmington's Guide to the Bible.
30th anniversary
I don't know.
edition.
Yeah, so it's been around. It's been around for a minute. I don't know. I don't.
All-in-one Bible resource.
So there's like 8 different books in here. There's a Bible handbook, commentary, topical fact finder, theological manual. There's even a history text. There's so much here. I don't know if this will help your spiritual walk, but I can guarantee it will make you look more impressive with it sitting
Just
on your
walking
shelf.
to church with,
which is
oh,
at least
I thought you
half
were
the
thinking,
battle.
like, walking to church with
Oh,
that
just
and the
carrying that
Bible.
with your Bible?
Yes.
Let's try it out. How does this look? If you just saw me, okay, if I'm just walking into church, hey Joe, how's it going? You
I
been
would
in the life group today? Or?
you should probably also say, fear not, when you show up like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fear not, for this book is not as heavy as it looks.
It is I, Kirkwood, and
Fear not,
Yes.
Sister Joe.
be not intimidated. I say you do it.
All right, here, you can put that.
I say you
over
take
there.
this up
Don't
on
hurt
stage with you
yourself.
every week. This is really heavy now.
Put that over there. That's phone book
Oh, my
level.
goodness.
That's almost as heavy as that.
is reading
There was that like
glasses,
farm
font size as well.
guide that I had. Anyway, book recommendations. Lots of fun.
So this one, and I can't remember if you and I talked about it, I think I did though, not only is it helpful just for grieving in general, but he really addresses grieving corporately, which is one of the reasons I
okay.
recommended it to you in the
Yeah.
first place, is because you talk a lot about like having space for lament and
Right.
the difference between lament and complaining. He addresses that. It's really good.
It's interesting. The pattern of lament is so prevalent in God's word, and it's one of those things that I have lamented is that like I don't think that we have a healthy, maybe healthy, but definitely not consistent pattern of lament in our corporate worship gatherings, and that it's hard, it's difficult.
You got a
get
time
there.
limit. You
Yeah.
only have people here for corporate worship, we only have people here once a week.
Right.
We do gather on Wednesday nights, but that is not a corporate worship setting. And so, yeah, how you use that time. And, we've talked before too, you've got people coming with all kinds of things when they come in the door, and how you recognize that, but also recognize that God is still with us and in control over all things. And
I haven't done as good a job as I wanted to with it, because I remember after Good Friday, it seemed like the church, it was like that was just a needed moment of lamentation for the church. Like, oh, look at how my sin caused and contributed to the death of Christ. And then I don't know that we did a great job following up on that. So maybe some in the 21 days of prayer, maybe in the next year we can look at that a little bit more, but I'll be reading through Dark Clouds, Deep Mercy, and we'll see if that's a helpful book.
yes, we'll chat again after you've actually read it, the book that you're recommending.
Okay, excellent.
Okay.
Excellent. So I
Okay.
prefer full aggression, not just passive aggression, just for the record.
Noted. I have a game.
Yes, I was hoping you were going to say that.
Okay, I have a game,
I'm going to take another sip of coffee.
and I'm very excited about it. So, for those of you who don't know, when Pastor Kirkwood gets, a week or two especially out from, let's say, the Advent service
Oh, no.
or Easter, whatever's like a large
Project
project
event.
for
Yeah.
him, he gets into what we call work mode. And when he does that, many years ago, we started calling him Workwood.
Affectionately,
He's
yes.
Workwood right now, okay?
Yes.
So I decided to have a little bit of fun,
Okay.
because your name also rhymes with other things.
I've heard some of them.
And so I have created along with ChatGPT,
Oh, I see.
have created some images that I'm going to quiz you on
Did our-
on the different versions of yourself.
Okay, did the pastor of AI help with this at all?
He did not, but he was impressed with my work.
Okay.
I gave him a little preview this morning.
All right.
So do I show the people first and then you?
Yes, that's
Okay,
fine. So
okay.
show the people.
All right.
Let them see what they're what
Can they see this, or is it like blurry?
They can see it. I'll put a picture.
We'll
of
find
inside.
out.
Yeah.
Okay. So which version of you is this?
Let's see. I'm up late at night. I'm concentrating. I'm stressed. I don't have my glasses on.
This is easier than you're making it.
Is it just Workwood?
This is
This is Workwood.
All right,
Okay,
we
I'm
started
working.
with the easy one.
I'm working hard.
This is
I'm working
Workwood.
hard. Man, that looks like a painting or something.
Yes, that's probably the best one.
I'm,
Okay. This is the second one. Okay. You got it all out?
I think
Okay.
so.
Second one.
This has to be Jerkwood.
No.
Oh, okay.
This is the opposite of Workwood. This is Shirkwood. This is you shirking your responsibilities.
Shirking
And I
all-
can't tell you how many times I walk into his office when he's not in Workwood mode. He's just like, I'm just here. I'm just here. Okay,
Cut me to the quick.
this one was a little confusing for me and ChatGPT, so I feel like it's going to be for you as well.
I'm angry, but I'm also at a checkout counter. Why am I angry? This is Kirkwood, right? I'm a clerk.
It's Kirkwood, and I don't know why.
You can't figure out why I'm angry?
No,
I'm
except that
very
maybe
angry.
they're saying like, "Hey, this is not a job path you
You
should
got
go
my
down."
teeth wrong. Everything else is right on.
Everything else is right on. Okay.
Clerkwood.
Okay, this is one of my favorites.
Good gracious. Shirkwood. I can't.
Okay.
Did you? Is this Mirthwood?
Ooh, no, that's
I'm
a good
so
one.
happy right now.
That's a
I'm
good
a little
one,
bit. I'm a
but-
little bit crazed.
You're just being a little.
I'm zany.
Yeah, another word that rhymes.
I don't know.
Quirkwood.
Oh yeah,
This is
Quirkwood.
him being quirky.
That's what Pastor Andres calls me a lot of the times. Quirkwood.
That's a good one.
I think he struggles a little bit with the pronunciation. Sorry, Hermana.
I think this might be your favorite. I think you might identify most with this one.
Okay. Yes.
Let's show the people.
I'm gonna identify.
Okay.
I will. Oh my gosh. Sternwood.
No. You stick with the K's and you'll be good. K's on the end.
Is it Kurtwood?
Stick with the K's.
I
on
thought
the
it was a-
end. This is Mirkwood.
Mirkwood. That isn't
This
that
is
a
you
place in
being
Lord of the Rings?
Murky and
Stranger
mysterious. Oh, I wasn't thinking about Stranger Things.
Mirkwood is a place. I'm pretty sure it's a place in Lord of the Rings. John Claxton sent me a text. Jordan Irwin, help me out with this.
All right, we've got 3 more.
It's 3 more?
3 more.
I'm so mad at how much I'm struggling with this. Smirkwood?
Yes! Smirkwood, everyone. Okay. Almost done.
Oh wow, that is so angry.
This one is actually not altered at all. This is just when we were taking your stuff back.
Man, the facial contortions. They did get my hands right though.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with my hands. Still with a K at the end?
Yeah. He's going
Berserkwood.
berserk. And last.
How much time did you spend on this last week?
So much less than you think. Last and most certainly not least, this is literal LOL for me when I was creating these. Okay, there's this.
Am I showering?
No,
Is this Blurwood?
no.
It's not. We already did Smirk. Give me a hint.
You gotta keep this.
I'm
They all rhyme. Keep it
I'm
K.
disgusted.
It rhymes with your name. It ends with a K. I mean, you could go through the alphabet if you really wanted to.
D-
I'll put you out of your misery.
it's not
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's not Twerkwood, is it?
Absolutely not. This is Lurkwood.
I'm lurking. It looks like someone's lurking over me. I look afraid. Why is this one so funny to you? It's the blurring, isn't it?
I guess
the
it's just like you're like around the corner. I don't know.
It's
It
the
just
unnecessary blurring.
It just really cracked me up. All right.
God, man. Do I have that many wrinkles in my face? I guess I do.
I have never counted your
Have you
wrinkles,
ever
to be
seen those
honest.
apps where they'll like unnecessarily blur stuff and make it look like you've taken an illicit picture? That's terrible.
Okay.
That's what that looks like.
There you
Wow. That so thank you, Joanna. A round of
16
applause.
hours of my work last week, no less, but it's worth it.
The-
That's a
Joanna's
joke.
salary dollars well spent. Thank you
That's
for
a
that.
joke. Thank you. I would say good job, but you weren't really
I
that
didn't
great
have
at
to
that.
do anything. I guess I struggle. I struggle with the stuff. The looking at pictures of myself. Yeah, so after the it happened. I was working this morning on we do like one of those family picture calendars, and so I got all the pictures together and sent them to my dad, and sometimes he's like, well, you didn't put any pictures of you. I'm like, well, that's definitely not the priority.
Do you want me to send him some of those?
Yeah, just send him a few of those
October.
AI
Lurkwood for
generated.
October. Looks kind of spooky. That's what I'm going to do.
Do you still struggle? I think everybody always struggles with this, right? Like when you have to watch videos or listen to recordings of yourself.
Oh my
Like it's
goodness,
always
yes.
it's always a tough thing. It's a strange.
Yes.
Well, I feel like we're not built for that. It's just these.
I could talk all day about stuff like that. About
You
like,
could?
yes,
Go for it.
about where technology has taken us, like where even mirrors have taken us, as opposed to years ago when I imagine people just walked out of their cave or their hut, just like, however.
This is what it is.
Do you think they did like, do I have twigs in my hair? I don't think they did. I think they just lived their lives.
And people just didn't worry about it nearly as much.
And the way we used to dress, you just covered everything up from head to toe.
Well,
Go.
Pastor even said that in the message yesterday. There's no time to bathe. So like part of your greeting would be, well, give somebody a scented oil so they can just kind of cover up the stink
Yes.
when they come into your house.
So I've actually thought before I would, I'd have to have like some serious guarantees that I could get back to where I needed to be and not be harmed in the process, and also not harm other people. But I would time travel.
Oh,
with all those,
okay. That's
with
a
all
lot
those-
of caveats.
With all those caveats. But I've actually thought about that. I was like, anything beyond earlier than like 1950, 1940-ish, people were just stinky.
Yes, they were.
And if you were in the South, there was no AC.
And if you had a sensitive snuffer, it was just, well, sorry.
Maybe
the way it is.
if I had actually just grown up in that time, my snuffer would not be as sensitive. But
Probably.
taking my 2025 snuffer, is that what you're calling it?
You can change it if you want to.
Into that, I think would be challenging. But anyway, yes. Yeah, I do. Again, I feel like that's something we've talked about, is just how electricity, I'm not like knocking these things, but electricity and all these advances in technology that have made, like even the fact that like we get in cars and we drive 70 miles an hour down the interstate, like I don't think our nervous system was like actually designed to do that like day after day.
Oh, wow. So you think
You know?
I haven't heard that theory. So this Joanna's hot take. Cars might be destroying your internal nervous system. I haven't heard that one before.
Something you have at your house might be killing you.
But here's how you can fix it, along with all your belly fat, with this one simple life hack.
But do you know what I mean? When you think about how we were originally designed to live in the world that he designed for us, to use the word again, versus where we are now, and what we just accept as like, this is just like waking up with an alarm clock as opposed to waking up with the sun.
Yeah.
Staying up after the sun goes down as opposed to going to sleep when the sun goes down. Like all
Yeah,
these
Comer
things.
talked a lot about that in the ruthless elimination of hurry.
Yes.
I think some of that was a little bit exaggerated. I think the principle is a good one. Like as far as we should have rhythms of Sabbath rest. But as far as like the technology and how it changes our lives, I mean,
I'm just
there's-
curious about it. I'm like, so I'm not knocking any of it. I'm genuinely just curious because like, I don't even know, like, so my kids don't really know what it's like to not have an iPhone. I do. Like
Yeah,
I
sure.
can obviously recall that time. But so much of the world I grew up in was the modern world. Like, I don't even know really what it's like not to have like all these things right at my fingertips and accessible and fast-paced.
Well, another with regards to our relationships in the past, generally, now not everybody, but generally speaking, you stayed close to your family and your extended family, and then that wasn't just your support system; it's also like your social security as you age, that sort of thing. But if you did move away, and there's like big periods of time, the pioneer era, the frontier era is a good example of that, where if you did separate, there was the understanding that I might just never see you again.
Right.
And people just like, obviously it's sad, but they're just resigned to it. These days, not only do we live so far, I mean relatively far from all of our loved ones, but also there's the option to go see them almost at a moment's notice, or literally at the
FaceTime
next
them.
minute's notice in
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
And so that's interesting. That's one thing that we have thought a lot about as a family, just because we have a wonderful network of family, but they're scattered all around. We have these wonderful children. There's this expectation that we'll maintain all these relationships because they're available to us in this way, and that carries a particular amount of stress. Even though
Yes.
we're a very, very low, I think we're a very low screen time family. Those are still stressors that we have just because the technology is available. You know, and my wife and I talk a lot about just the physical distance aspect. So, and maybe I should write one of those just start, handwriting all of my texts to my mother-in-law. If I should see thee again, perhaps.
And just take a picture and
right after that. Maybe fax it to her. I'll print out the picture. Then
you'll
fax
show
it
up
to
at her door and you'll be like, I mailed you a letter and let you know we were coming. I don't understand.
right.
Why aren't you ready for us?
That's right. Well, it's like my grandmother says, you never know with the Postal Service these days. What is the age that you get to that you have to start saying that as a part of every conversation?
You never know with the Postal Service?
Yeah, the Postal Service these days, with how
I don't
long?
know. That one might be phasing out because,
When was the Postal, Jared, look this up. When was the Postal Service at its peak? When was everything really firing on all cylinders? When everyone was like, well, the Postal
like
Service.
those videos where we see where the mail's being stored
Yeah.
really
when
fast.
was everything just going great?
They're hot. They're skipping up
know?
the people's doors and handing them the mail.
2001.
Was there? So 9/11 destroyed the
No.
Postal Service too?
9/11 destroyed the Postal Service.
Are you talking about the band, the Postal Service? Because they
Okay,
were really big.
They were peaked.
They had really peaked. That was more like 05, I feel like, when was the Postal Service's peak. Did you ever listen to them?
No.
Okay. Now that ended that conversation.
They saw
Yep.
its peak in mail volume around the year 2000 and 2001.
Okay, so ever since then, they had, because of email, social media, texting, they don't
Before the
need it.
digital age.
Yes, that's also another pretty good
Think
band.
about all of the stuff that we send via email instead of through the mail.
Absolutely.
Think about it. Our faxing.
Yeah.
Did you ever fax
The
anything?
number of
Only a few
physical
documents.
post offices peaked much earlier in 1901 at over 76,000 locations.
Wow. So they've it's a conglomerate. What am I trying to say? Conglomerate. There's a conglomeration. Whatever I'm trying to say. One of my favorite pastimes in my email is unsubscribing from things. Do you do this a lot?
Yes.
Just to clean. It's so cathartic to me.
Yes.
I don't have to receive your daily email anymore. Whatever thing that I bought from 4 years ago, you're gone. You're unsubscribed. In fact, I'm doing a search and I'm just deleting all of your old emails so it won't take up from my email storage. How about that, Shutterfly?
So I
Take it.
finally just got a new personal email address after a really long time.
Wow.
25 years.
What was the impetus behind
We
this?
left we left Charter Spectrum
Oh, okay.
as our internet service, and that's who we originally had. And I had ken.joe@charter.net forever.
And so you've left the Charter Spectrum
I've
world.
left the Charter Spectrum family,
And
and I
now-
now have a Gmail address.
Wow.
But let me
Gmail.
tell you, it has cut down on the junk email.
For sure.
It is so nice.
In the short term, it definitely will. Yeah, it can be a big thing to change your email address. It is like
Yeah.
akin to changing. I guess your phone number would be even worse.
Yes.
But and I considered that because I just changed phone service. Like, should I change my number? That would be kind of nice. But no, just kept it. But yeah, that you have to tend the garden, right?
Yes,
You've
you
got to
do.
make sure you unsubscribe from things. Got to make sure that you delete all of Pastor Mac's emails, which is kind of a staff joke because we get so many fake Pastor Mac emails where it's like all this, the phishing. We're supposed to give him some gift cards
Yes.
or whatever. Every once in a while, I'll ask him,
Just quick PSA, if you ever get one of those, just really check the email address because it's usually going to be from, anything but Pastor Mac.
Right.
Just any combination of letters and numbers. Pastor Mac has said he will not email you from his prayer closet and ask you to buy him gift cards.
The
So-
best, if you've already, the best thing you can do to protect yourself is if you've bought the gift cards, just bring them to me. And I'll make sure that
Just
they
mail
go.
them to
They
Kirkwood.
know where they need to go. Don't email them to my normal email address, jmcgookin@valleydale.org.
Yes.
Bring them directly to my office, which so many people don't know where that is. It's
Your
kind of
office?
not. Yes.
Do you want
No,
me to?
I'm not going to tell them. Is it even on site? Who knows? Oh wow. Well, we haven't even gotten to the message yet.
Let's do it
have we?
right now.
Okay, let's talk
So just
about it.
right off the bat, he
Yes.
started off with the illustration of being at a dinner
Right.
and being asked the icebreaker question. His was, the one he referenced was, he was asked one time what your most embarrassing moment from first grade was, and I gotta tell you, remember anything
Oh,
from first grade. Do you?
Yeah.
Or were you at home still?
No.
Did
I
you have an
wasn't at
embarrassing
home until
moment from
third.
homeschool?
Oh yeah, I've got several. Well, in kindergarten, I remember I got so excited about going to recess that I kissed this one girl on the cheek. Man, I got in big trouble for that.
Scandal.
Yeah, that was a big scandal. My
Did it make her
parents were mad at
sad?
me.
Did you kiss the girls and make her cry? Make them cry?
Apparently, yeah. And since then they wrote a nursery rhyme. The names were changed to protect the innocent, but that's how it went. No, I remember I was playing with scissors in first grade, and I was messing around while the teacher was talking. She brought me to the front. She said, "Just show everybody what you're doing." And I had to show them, and I was like really sad.
Okay, so I just did remember one, but like I wouldn't even call this embarrassing. Like when I think about it, I still feel a little outraged.
Oh, so you were wronged.
Yes. So young Joanna I was lying on my mat for nap time.
Do they still do that in kindergarten?
I don't know.
They should.
I don't
That was
know.
the best.
I was lying on my mat,
Yeah.
as I was told to do.
Right.
But I did not close my eyes because I wasn't sleepy.
Few kindergartners ever are.
And I'm sure they told me more than once to close my eyes, and for some reason I decided that was the hill I wanted to die on.
Yes.
So I got sent to the
And you
principal's office
died.
for that.
For leaving your eyes
For
open.
leaving my eyes open during nap time. Wasn't talking, wasn't making
Was
noise.
did the principal have the authority to spank you
Yes.
in that?
That
Yes.
that was not a spanking offense.
Right.
But yes, that was very much a part of. Yeah, I never got a spanking at school. I still can't even imagine. Like,
Isn't that amazing
anyone
how
other than my
radically
parents
that's
putting their
changed?
hands on me. Yeah, it is.
It has just changed so radically. Now even so many parents don't spank their kids.
Yeah.
Before, think about that. Just 40, 50 years ago, principal could go and just let you have it.
Yeah, and with like a big wooden.
I know, scare you halfway. half
Like
to
that was
death.
enough to scare you. Just the fact they had that in their office, that was enough to make some people behave.
Totally.
Not all of them.
Our spanking stick is usually in the center of the house. It's very viewable for our kids.
So anyway, the question then he said or then he went on to say like who the three people were other than Jesus
Yes,
that
right.
he would want to have dinner with. So
Yeah. Oh,
What's
yeah.
your-
Well,
what
in
are
his
yours?
that I would want to have dinner with. I mean, so much of it would probably be, like this is all throughout human history.
this is living or dead. Yeah.
So, well, I
It's
mean,
wide open.
Jesus is number one. I don't know if that counts. I'd probably just pick some of the other apostles. You know, I would want to talk to Peter, for sure. Do you want me to go outside the Bible? I would.
No,
I would
I want you
want to
to
talk
answer
to Paul.
truthfully.
I would love to talk to Moses. I mean, like, oh my gosh, Elijah. I've just been reading through. Where are we? We're in 2 Kings, reading with the kids. Elijah getting taken up to heaven. You know, it'd be cool to talk to Elisha, who like watched all that happen, because he insisted on seeing it. Stuff like that is amazing. In the world right now, with people that are alive, it'd be cool to have a meal with. It'd be really cool to have a meal with Michael Jordan. Like, I just love basketball so much. I'd love to get his perspective. Here's an interesting one. Japanese guy, Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of all of the like most notable video games, Mario specifically. It'd be really interesting to talk to him. I guess we'd have to use a translator. I'd just like to hear what his opinion is of how video games have changed in 40 years, especially because like when I was a kid, it was just like this niche thing that kids did. And now it's like taken over the culture. Like,
Yeah.
they've video gamified like watching the NFL and the NBA and baseball and all these things. And
Yeah.
everybody, my mom plays more video games on her phone than I do now, you know. I see you, Mom, with your word game. I see that, level 1500 or whatever you're doing. She's going to be mad at me. But we're talking about the sermon now, so she usually tunes out before we
Okay,
get
yeah,
here. This is
yeah.
our sermon discussion, which is why I'm talking about iPhone games. Hey, I say this, and then we can close up shop. I didn't understand exactly why Pastor was going to this text before he preached it, but this is, and this account is in multiple Gospels, but this with the woman with the alabaster flask is, for me, as someone who thinks so often about our worship, is one of the most moving and important passages to me in the Gospels. I always knew that what she was doing was extravagant, you know, and I even got to say this to a friend this past week, like the worship, the corporate worship experiences that we get to have at Valleydale are definitionally extravagant. That was actually another book I thought about recommending. Maybe we'll talk about it next week. We don't have to do all the things that we do. Scripture doesn't require us to have lights, camera, action, and everybody on a microphone. And you know, yesterday we had 12 instruments at once. We had a big choir. We had people singing up front. That is just an over-the-top extravagance that, as a congregation, we've decided upon. We've said, like, we are going to just give the absolute best and highest, and yes, even extravagant gift to the Lord in worship. And we can't. Not every church makes that decision in that way, but it's part of the culture of
And
our
not every church has the resources. I mean, we've said how
Right.
many times we've got so many talented and skilled musicians here that you want to be able to use them, and so that
Absolutely.
that ends up incorporating more people on stage. And
Well, and I would maybe, and you know me, I can get kind of cranky about worship stuff from time to time, as we witnessed in those AI pictures. But I think I would even have a hard time with it if this church wasn't also so radically committed to missions giving and church planting
Right.
and discipling young people. But all of the giving in those areas far outpaces anything that we do with our worship gatherings. But that's always something I think about, and I thought that was worth sharing. The last thing, though, and I had never thought of this, and leave it to Pastor to just unpack this in a way I never thought of, but that bottle of perfume, yes, it was expensive, it was precious, it did smell good. But before, she had been using it as part of her profession as a prostitute, which I'd never thought about before, but that was part of, and Pastor said, this is part of the way you make yourself as a woman of the night. You're available to men. It's how you smell. Your hair's down, the whole thing. But she's taking that, and then she's using that in an act of repentance. She's using it in the right way. Man,
That's good.
That's super, super moving, and that's a message worth hearing at any time of the year, not just Christmas. So thank you, Pastor. We're praying for you. He's at the doctor this morning. They're going to patch him up, and he's going to be right as rain. He looked great yesterday.
Yeah.
He even stepped on the steps for a second.
oh, I wasn't there for that. I'm glad I didn't.
He stepped on the steps at
See
one
that?
point, and then he looked over and apologized to Courtney. He's like, "Sorry, I did that." Kind of messed up the flow a little bit.
Yeah, he was kind of hanging back in the wings when you were doing the scripture reading, and as soon as you started praying, I said, "Go ahead and move up, Pastor, because the choir's about to be
Yes, that was a
funneling through
wise
where
choice.
you are." So
Wise choice.
I'm glad he was doing a little bit better. I pray that this is a good procedure and gives some quick results and relief.
I've been praying that as well. Guys, we got the Christmas party on Wednesday night, and then this coming Sunday is our last regular Sunday before Christmas, and we've got our Christmas Eve services. Did you know that Christmas Eve falls on the 24th this year?
Of December.
Were you aware of that?
Really?
Because of that phenomena, we're having both of our Christmas Eve services on the 24th, 3 and 5 p.m. 3 and 5 p.m.
back to this.
Do you think I should plan those or just wing it?
Let's just wing it.
That's a great idea. And then one service, family service, on December the 28th. And lest I forget, on Christmas Eve, we've got that remembrance service at 4.
Yes.
In between the two services, that'll be helpful for anyone who's lost loved ones, or everyone struggling with grief. You'll want to be there in the big room as Pastor and Miss Debbie lead you guys through short service on grief. Super, super helpful.
And not to jump too far ahead, but I do want to make sure people are aware of the 21 Days of Prayer.
Yes. Thank
Beginning
you.
officially on January 5th. We will be talking about that a lot during the services on Sunday, January 4th.
Yes.
But the official kickoff will be on January 5th. We'll be having daily worship services, 6:30 a.m. We strongly encourage and would love for anyone who is able to be here at that time of day to do that corporately with us
Yes.
here. But we
really
do have
hope.
options online for those who are not able to make it.
Yeah, we will live
in
stream it
person.
every day, but we are encouraging people to be here and to pray together.
And those booklets, I'm hopeful, will be available this Sunday for people
Okay,
to start
great.
picking up. And you can also do a preview at valleydale.org/prayer
/prayer.
if you would like to.
Pastor should be back next Monday, so there'll be significantly less AI involved here on the pod. But as always, Joanna will be getting those numbers on our desk
Immediately.
as we shout things out. Jared, you want to tell the people anything? You good?
I'm good. Phillip Rivers played quarterback yesterday. You see that?
I saw some memes about it. How many kids does Phillip Rivers
I
have?
think he's 13.
You're joking.
No, I think you're
He has
right.
13 children?
I think he has like 13.
Did you watch any football yesterday? No
Not
football.
a single bit.
I tried to watch the Ravens, but they're always region locked. So then I have to try to find a stream online, and then it works for 5 seconds, and then it goes away. So
10 children.
10 children. The Babylon Bee had a funny article about that. Did you see that?
I did
Phillip
see that.
Rivers,
I didn't know who he was, but I still thought it was funny.
testing a new play where he hands the ball off to the running back, then sprints off field to get his wife pregnant. That was so silly.
Say goodbye, Kirkwood.
Goodbye, Kirkwood.